Madam, presently situation, what, who having powers, that is a problem.
So what's your question?
That now, just now, 2 hours back, we taken bite from speaker. He told me governor difference, LG difference. LG only is administrator, not power with compare with governor and LG. Only power for legislative assembly is common all the state. Like that he told.
You see, this is an incident where a municipal commissioner, Mr. Chandrasekaran, was transferred overnight. The order was signed and put on compulsory wait. The order was signed by the Chief Secretary, Mr. Manoj Parida. Chief Secretary signed the order. It's a very unfortunate incident where a municipal commissioner, Mr. Chandrasekaran, was transferred overnight without the approval of the administrator. The service powers are with the administrator, the Lieutenant Governor. This order was signed by the Chief Secretary, Mr. Manoj Parida. It's an invalid order for the reason that any transfer and posting under Rule 47 requires the administrator's approval, because all transfers, postings, files come here. And when I came to know, I was on a tour, I called up, I sent an email to the Chief Secretary saying, wait for me for the next 2 days or 1.5 days, we will discuss the matter and proceed. He did not wait. He signed the order and issued it. The question is, even if he was told by the Speaker or by the Chief Minister, he had to send the file to the administrator. This is the first irregularity he's committed, due to which so much of issues has come. So the Pondicherry is a union territory. It's not a state. The state legislature does not have service powers, friends. The administrator has the service responsibility. That is why all these files of transfers and postings come to me. So why did this not come? Where was the tearing hurry to be accomplished in 48 hours? And that too, when I've told them, do not do this, wait for me to come back, I will look at the file and examine it. Instead, posting orders were posted outside Chandrasekhar's house at 11:30 at night, as if he's a running away criminal. It's been terribly, the mistake has been committed by nobody other than the Chief Secretary of Puducherry, who has committed a serious irregularity, knowingly that the transfer orders file has to go to the administrator. I took up the matter with the Union Home Secretary, Mr. Rajiv Maharishi. He agreed with me. He called up in my presence, phoned up the Chief Secretary saying, why did you not send the file to the administrator? When did the legislator start appointing officers and transferring officers? So which I think his explanation will be called and departmental action will follow. So friends, this is the tragedy of the matter. After that, what the Honorable Speaker says or the Honorable Chief Minister says is a different story. This was a totally avoidable issue, and it was being created and committed by nobody other than the Chief Secretary of Puducherry, who has been totally unprofessional in his conduct.
Okay, madam. You written some Twitter. CS is violated your order. That is how it is.
That's right. I've explained the whole thing, how the CSS order. I've explained exactly that.
Okay.
And on the contrary, because of the irregularity committed by the Chief Secretary, it's caused contempt notices to Chandrasekaran and even to my secretary, Mr. Niti Das, who sent instructions on my instructions to Chandrasekaran, since your order of transfer is invalid. After my discussions with the Home Ministry in Delhi, yet his contempt notices have been served to my own secretary, Mr. Niti Das, who's such a senior officer who knows the rules and laws very well. This is what has happened. This was unavoidable if the bureaucracy, particularly the Chief Secretary, had not sided and chosen to become unprofessional in his conduct. Therefore, I have already written to the Union Home Ministry to take severe action against, departmental action against the Chief Secretary, and I have already declared the order invalid.
If Speaker given any order, nobody can refuse in the LG, like that he is telling.
See, that is why I have sought for highest legal opinion from the Government of India to resolve this issue. It will be good to resolve this issue as to what the Honorable Speaker says or what, as Lieutenant Governor, I say. But as I understand, the Speaker's orders are final within the House. within the legislative assembly and not dealing with transfers and postings. Transfers and postings are totally in the domain of the Lieutenant Governor, which is the administrator. It's exactly the same position as in Union Territory of Delhi. Pondicherry is a Union Territory, which is why I'm not a governor. I am a Lieutenant Governor.
See that all-party meeting yesterday, they told me to send president to, is telling to his LG activities like that. If you are opening today morning also, you are given Twitter like that. Somebody is threatening like that.
Yes, well, they can certainly go to Delhi and they have a right to be heard. Let them go. That's all right. They're free to travel. People are free to travel and make and a right to be heard. I have nothing against it.
No, all party people.
My issue is only one. Why has a civil servant who's bound by the rules, who understands the rules, who's been a chief secretary for 2 years in Pondicherry, violated the rules? Why could he not wait for 24 hours? And despite my telling him, wait for me, we can discuss the matter and then resolve. And if there was a difference of opinion between the Honorable Speaker, the Chief Minister and myself, we could have resolved it. We could have referred the matter to Government of India and sought for a legal opinion. Where was the tearing hurry to somehow send the officer away? He's a senior officer who served Puducherry for years and who served very well. He's actually been part of the cleaning and making Puducherry swatch. People respect him. People have reputations. We have no business to play with people's reputations.
Yeah. See, finally, what you are finding this issue going?
Well, the work goes on. We have to continue to serve Puducherry to the best of our ability. But certainly, my appeal to the bureaucracy is, the officers is, follow the rules properly. And if you are in doubt, come and discuss. But don't misguide people. Don't get wrong orders issued, so that because wrong orders issued cause a lot of dismay and discomfort to the Puducherry Union Territory as a whole. Understand, and for my political class of brothers is that understand this is Union Territory. It's not a state. You have an elected state assembly, but you also have a Lieutenant Governor as administrator appointed by the President. We have to balance it and we have to work together. This is what my opinion would be. However, they're free to come, but understand this is not a full-fledged state. It has an elected assembly, but it also has, unfortunately, an administrator. Administrator who's also bound by the rules and regulations. I have financial powers, I have service matters, I have policy matters. I have to decide these are the powers laid down. I have not written the rules. I am only following the rules. Well, I have not obstructed. I've allowed the municipal. I suggested let the municipal commissioner go before the proceedings. I've let the secretary go, but certainly we've asked the Government of India to step in, provide us the highest legal opinion to resolve this matter through the AG's office.
Okay, madam. See, if I issue with LG office and ministry, that is going time. If all the schemes are spoiling, like the spoiling.
Nothing scheme.
Like that is the complaint to all parties.
No schemes followed. Raj Nivas office delays no file. Any file which comes, we apply our mind and we finish it with as soon as we possible. We do not sit over files. We don't delay. So it's up to the minister. Send me the files. I'll clear the files. My duty is to examine the file properly and clear the files. I do not delay on the matter. My secretary is a very, very efficient officer, Mr. Niti Das. Deva Niti Das. We don't sit on the files. We clear the files. There's no work going to be held up. The minister sending me the file, I'll clear the files after application of my mind.
Some fund. If you get fund from Delhi, you are stopping like that is complaining.
Yes, I am only stopping corruption. I am only stopping corruption in Puducherry.
No, he is talking about getting funds from.
No, I will. But if it's a question of funds, yes, I am stopping corruption. If somebody's corruption is being stopped, then naturally there's a problem. I am not stopping development. I am only stopping corruption. I am only ensuring, as an administrator, honest application of money. I am not letting money be wasted. I am ensuring that money goes to the needy, to the poor, to the deserving, and not money to be distributed. There's no money in Pondicherry to be wasted. I am only controlling and finishing corruption for the good of Puducherry.
How opinion to CM?
My opinion?
Yeah. See, they're like
I've already said that
if the CM is not still
if
directly.
the chief minister is legally very knowledgeable, he knows the rules, he knows. When he sends me files for transfer and orders for other cases, why could he not wait for 24 hours? He could have come and met me and said we need to discuss this matter. Why did he not do it? Chief minister was in a hurry, chief secretary was in a hurry, everybody was in a hurry. You mean to say you couldn't wait for 24 hours? And there are officers who are waiting for transfers and posting for 1 year. They've got no orders. So when you can wait for other officers for 1 year, you couldn't wait for 48 hours or less than 48 for this municipal commissioner, Mr. Chandrasekaran. I find it very strange.
Ma'am, all MLA meet to President Pranam against for you.
MLAs can, anybody is free to go. If as a delegation, if they wish to go to Delhi asking for my recall, they're free to go. They're free to meet the president. President is for everybody.
Okay, madam.
Okay?